Yeah, it's crazy what's going on. I like your story too. That you used to be lefty. Now you're kind of just how much have you really changed? Because it seems like the position just it shifts more left now.
Yeah.
Like people that used to be considered left are now right-wing bigots and stuff like that. I used to be
Yeah.
pretty left, and I got kind of woken up
You
around
like Bill Maher?
Trump time.
Yeah, Bill Maher is on a whole different level. Like, I don't even know what he is.
Yeah, what is he? He's an alien. He's funny.
I don't even know, man. I mean, yeah, my political views have changed a lot. I don't even necessarily believe that the parties are shifting because everyone's getting so crazy on the left. I just think in general people have their own lines, I think. And the problem with political parties is that all of that is really subjective. It can always change because really you're just making up rules for each particular party. You're not really clinging to something that's constant. So that's why even on the right, there's so much infighting because like no one knows what they're doing. But yeah, no, I've changed my opinions a lot. I don't consider myself conservative or left. I just go where the truth is, whatever party that is, doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of my opinions have changed too, especially on. I don't want to get into it. Say something because I'm abortion stuff, but Grums back again.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Flash doesn't want to cancel himself.
It's a hot topic.
It's a hot topic. It is.
I think what's happening is basically you've got, the tools to see more of the truth now than ever before. And I think it's always been this way. Like, I think journalism has always been the front line of truth, right? And it's only recently that the rise of citizen journalism has come up and sort of made a lot of people doubt what's reported in the news. And of course, I kind of woke up to this about 10 years ago, and it was a shock to me. I can imagine how many people still haven't realized that, who aren't on social media and see what's happening. So I think that's causing tensions everywhere, not just on the left, but also on the right. And everyone who's exposed to this, I think, is just waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's like, how does society continue in this manner?
Yeah. I think society, we are so divided right now. There's some interesting stuff out there. Like, so it's the point where the left and the right are really afraid of each other. They do some of these polls, and these people are like, they're physically afraid to even be near someone from another party. And I just wonder,
conversations.
Yeah, how do you get out of this mess then? It seems like things are just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse between people. Because that's the way it seems like it's been going for the past couple of years.
To me, it's the leader of both sides, or the predominant, people on both sides need to stop talking in the extremes. And I feel like if that was to happen, the two parties would probably see that their values are actually closer than they think.
Yeah.
Yes, there are those extreme elements to each side, but if you narrow that down and take away those extreme, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like they'll.
Two good examples of that would be Asmongold. I feel like is a good example where he's, people are saying how he's getting canceled now too, just for appearing to be having shifted his values. Right? There's articles written about him and shit. Like, so he's a good example of somebody who's sort of like what Gothic said is like, just go where the truth is, and it's like he's an influential person, so people on both sides can kind of come to. Maybe he can like wake people up to like escape their like extremist cults in a way.
But the problem is it's the corrupt that keep those separations happening.
Yeah,
it's the corrupt people that are running the show or pulling the strings that are actually making sure those extremes are being talked about constantly to keep everybody away from actually any form of unity. That's how I see it anyway.
And I think another good example is somebody like there's a lot of these, but like Shagsworth, for example, is a smaller YouTuber friend of mine, but he'll talk to somebody like Eric July, and then he'll talk to somebody like EVS, and it's like people should be more willing to talk to people who have disagreements and like get different sides of the point of view and maybe try to meet in the middle or to compromise in some way. And if it's possible, don't fake your values. But like, I like what Shags is doing with his channel, and I think more people should do that stuff.
I think Rhino too hit the nail on the head. If they keep talking about extreme things and fighting, that means nothing will actually get done. And that means they can stay in power to keep promising things. Both sides have to feed off of each other for that. Because obviously, if the job's done and there's nothing left to fix, there's no reason for them to stay in power.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree, but like, I feel a lot of the push comes from the idea that you can't be friends with the other side because you're betraying your side too. And I on the right, I don't think it's as bad, but I know there's like a study going around where it's like 50% of conservatives don't have issues having friends outside of their political spectrum. But then when it comes to the left, it's like 20 or 30% will not do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more so. Yeah.
But it's like I said, the corrupt people that are pulling the strings are the ones that keep that narrative going. They're the ones that keep making sure that this is the way it is.